I wonder which will be the first like YouTuber to get their own action figures.
The first YouTuber to get their own action figures?
That's a good question.
Oh.
Who do you think? Tell us.
Be Felicia Day, I bet you.
Or Fred. Fred the action figure. And it screams when you pull the cord. Ah!
I sort of want to make a joke about an inflatable iJustine doll, but it seems inappropriate at the moment.
The ninja.
So let's move
Inflatable
on.
iJustine doll. Okay.
We have got the Bitly's top 5, the top 5 tweeted and retweeted viral videos of the week. Let's check them out. At number 5, we have got...
This is something for you here, I think, John, isn't it?
Yeah, indeed it is. This video here at number 5...
Yeah, people playing ukulele.
The Melbourne Ukulele Collective.
Seconds.
Well, it's an acquired taste. I'm a big fan of the ukulele. As you may know, I play it myself. I'm a big fan. And 5'2" and Eyes of Blue is actually a song I only learned quite recently, but apparently it's a ukulele standard. Sean, a fan of the ukulele?
Not particularly.
Not especially. Although it's huge on YouTube. It seems like everyone on YouTube plays the ukulele.
Well, because I favorited your ukulele video, my YouTube suggestions whenever I go to my page is always now, watch this ukulele video, watch this ukulele video.
Oh, well, you should send them to me.
I only want to watch yours. I don't want to
Yeah.
watch anybody else's.
Well, that's fair enough, I think. But okay, so that's somehow number 5. Although I've got a feeling I might have accidentally snuck that in there myself as a fan of the ukulele, because it only had about 200 views when I was watching it, so that seems a bit unlikely. Number 4. Okay, number 4.
The return of the annoying.
To me, that's what ukuleles are like for you. I think it's the annoying orange is back.
I found it very funny.
I like the annoying orange.
Well, actually, I particularly like the leprechaun in it.
Leprechaun
I thought he
was
was
funny.
very funny.
I think they should do. Actually, they should do annoying orange meets
Those
adventure
video
with Brian
guys?
Forbes.
Maybe they should. Thinking about it, hasn't the annoying orange got a whole range of merchandise and memorabilia available?
No, I don't know actually, but we've just been told that the Guild actually does have action figures already.
Who does?
And they sell out, the Guild.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so there's your answer then, Elazar. They are presumably the first
They were the first.
YouTube stars to get their own toys.
And Bela Pro says, if you pull the string on the inflatable iJustine doll, she talks about herself.
I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. Yes.
No,
okay.
I like the annoying orange, and he comes up with them every week, and they are funny, and you can see why they're very popular. We did.
It's very easy to watch.
It's very easy to watch.
I mean, that's a lot of the point of YouTube. You're at work or something like that. You just want to watch something quickly on YouTube for 5 minutes to put a smile on your face, and that pretty much is. It's very bizarre out there humour, but it was funny.
Yes.
Well, to each their own. That is the annoying orange at number 4 this week in the Bitleys. Number 3. Now this is more my cup of tea. I really enjoyed this actually. This is called The Pale Kid Raps Farts.
Yeah.
Pale white guy rapping in his bedroom. What do you think of that?
I thought it was quite good. He actually did rap very fast. I hope it's
He
real.
did, yes.
I hope it's not
sure
being
it's
sped
real.
up or
No,
anything.
it looked pretty
It
real to me.
didn't strike me as being like that.
But it was very. He's good. He's very
He
good.
was very good. Very
I mean,
good.
he does an entire song in 1.5 minutes.
Yep, very, very good.
You know, you and I would probably take 8 minutes to rap that. You know.
Well-
he's the Steve Buscemi of rap.
You know, he kind of reminded me a little bit of a young John Atkins, actually, of myself. See what you think of this, Elazar. Alright, stop, collaborate and listen. ICE is back with a brand new invention. Something grabs hold of me tightly, flow like a harpoon, daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? I don't know. Turn off the lights and I'll glow. To the extreme, I rock a mic like a vandal. Light up a stage and wax a chump like a candle. Ice, ice, baby. Do. Vanilla, ice, ice, baby. So there you go. That's what I thought of the...
You can get it done in a minute and a half, though.
Well, I don't know. I think it's got its own unique charm. So rapping.
That can't be denied.
Who says white guys can't rap? Who says that? Send them this way.
Magnus Grill and Mr. Sin have actually given up the ghost now.
Indeed, no manners, but what a
I will
credit.
clink you actually. I'll clink your rap.
Oh well, thank you very much. And I will. I'll clink the pale kid in his bedroom there. So pale kid, thank you very much. You've inspired me to take up rapping. Next week I'll do Turtle Power from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. What is number 2 on the Bitleys? Let's have a look. Oh, this was a great video. Dan the Man. Yeah, let's have a look at the clip and then we'll have a chat. And that is the first indication that the guy gets that married life won't be all that he thinks it's going to be.
Not really what it's cracked up to be. I kind of like this in the fact it was almost like Mario. What happens next? What happens when you settle down with Princess Peach, and Princess Peach wants a mortgage and she wants a bigger house and a flashy car and everything. I don't know why it made me also feel like when I went to see the Scott Pilgrim film, seeing this kind of like 8-bit adventure.
Scott Pilgrim, did you see that?
I did see Scott Pilgrim. I did like it a lot.
Okay,
and not as much as Kick-Ass.
What about this video? Did you enjoy this video?
I did enjoy it, and I thought, well, I think we've covered a couple of sort of retro game style animations.
Indeed, and they always go down well. Actually,
and they always go down.
I don't know if that says something about us or our ages.
Maybe it's an age.
But it was a clever idea,
and you had a little story.
I mean,
a story in just like icons. It's a story in icons.
I particularly liked it when the bailiffs came round his house and he's doing all his kung fu moves on them, and they have no effect.
They have no effect. Yeah.
Very good. And then there's a nice little twist at the end, which I won't give away, but I do encourage you to check that out. That is the number 2 most tweeted and retweeted videos. Dan the Man. That is part of our Bitleys. And again, as I say, we'll tweet the web address later on this evening. So be sure to follow us if you aren't already on Twitter at Those Video Guys. The number 1 video tweeted and retweeted is the IBM Centennial film. My sentiments exactly. But Elazar, I know you were quite taken by it.
I was, and you know what? After that bit, it goes on to you have an introduction by one person who was born in a year. And
then they tell you just how wonderful IBM is.
But it's not about how wonderful they were. It's about
we hired people of this ethnic group, and we hired women.
Those were the sort of odd facts. But it was the sort of the facts about the history of computers.
That I will give you that. It was kind of
those really early days.
Although they did skip out facts like we gave the whole of the computer market to Bill Gates because we didn't have the foresight over software versus hardware. But yeah, it was interesting when they go on about the creation of DRAM and things like that. But
if you know anything about computers and you like your computers, which I'm sure a lot of people who watch programs on computers do, I think it's a little bit of history about not just IBM but just by the computer industry.
But it is
maybe not little enough. It was about 14 minutes long, wasn't it?
It is, yes, 40. It goes on a bit, and it is. I just felt very much a complete plug for how wonderful IBM are.
But it was a very well made film, as a short film.
Did you know if you take each one of the letters of IBM and go one letter earlier, you've got HAL?
No, I didn't.
No.
As in HAL on the film 2001: A Space Odyssey.
This is something that Stanley Kubrick claimed was a complete coincidence.
Right.
But you aren't buying it. Who can say? Well, wow.
Say, yeah.
To be honest, that one factoid is actually more interesting to me than that video.
Wasn't like the didn't the government sign a deal with like some sort of defence company who actually were called Cyberdyne Systems?
I have no idea. That would be interesting.
And it was like a really scary thought. It's like, but don't you know? Have you not seen the Terminator? You cannot do a deal with Cyberdyne Systems.
Well, you do know in the 80s, the American military did a deal with Atari to do combat simulators, and then they turned it into a computer game called Battlezone.
Oh, well, there you go. I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all.
So there you go. That is the number 1 tweeted and retweeted.
That was the number 1.
It was, apparently so. Yeah, of the week. That is
we do massage the figures.
Yeah, for our own evil, for Elazar's own evil ends. But basically, that is number 1.
We don't want, we want interesting things that we can talk about. We don't want to necessarily have.
Yeah.
There are some very bizarre things being retweeted, and not everything is something we can actually talk about.
Videos of cats.
I like the cat videos.
We do,
actually, we're big cat fans here.